Hi guys, welcome to Vesna TV. Here's another Christmas in July episode. So today I am creating some decor using these recycled glass blocks. These blocks came from a person in on Marketplace that was giving them away for free, and they were from a wall that he took apart. So I had to remove all of the little gunk, so it's like the grout and whatever glue they used to glue them together. So I'm using just a little scraper, some hot water. I used some vinegar. I kind of did a whole bunch of stuff, but the stuff that worked best was this scraper and some hot water. And I also sprayed vinegar for a little bit on it and then let that kind of loosen up, and then I cleaned it up this way. Once I scraped everything off, I used Windex to further clean it. Then I drilled a hole. You saw that little hole. Now, when I drilled the hole, I made sure that I used a diamond drill bit and water, and I just drilled it and cut it through. And then I am making like little lights with them and little decor pieces. So for this one, I put Let It Snow and I stuffed a snowman in there. So I cut it a little bit bigger, the hole, and then I cut another little one so I could put lights in it, and they're battery operated. So the battery pack can stay out and then the lights are in. And I just put the little piece of glass back, and I used hot glue to tape it in, to glue it in. That way you could still take it out if you needed to, but if not, then you just left it in there. And like I said, for this one, I used a little snowman from the Dollar Tree that I shoved in there, and I did it custom for someone. She loves snowmen, so I made one just for her. I also added a little part of a mop in there too. I bought one of those white kind of fluffy mop heads from the Dollar Tree, and I added that in there as well, so it gives it a little look of snow inside the little container. I did spray the outside with some window cling kind of spray, so it looks like a frosted window, and I did the sides, the back, and then a portion of where it says Let It Snow, so that I could put my Let It Snow on there, and it would, one side would be clear and the other side would be kind of frosted. And then I just fiddled around until I put him in the way I wanted him to look. It is a little tricky because you're trying to put him in there and have him stay straight. So just fiddle around with it. You can put like a dab of hot glue to have whatever you're putting in there stay, and that way it doesn't move around too much. Once I finished that, I put some Mod Podge around the edges of the square, and I just poured some glitter, like the snow glitter, over top, and I added this bow, and here he is all finished with the lights in there. He is super duper cute, and I'm very happy with how he turned out, and so was my client. So for the next one, I wanted to do an elf and a Grinch one. So the Grinch, I just created a design on Design Space, and I transferred it onto the glass block. For both of them, I cut out holes. For the elf one, I cut out a larger hole and a smaller hole so that I could fit this little guy in. The elf I got from the Dollar Tree. And this is the big hole here that I cut out, and then the little hole for the lights. Like I said, I closed both holes like I did in the other one. Then I blocked off the parts that I didn't want to paint with this frosted paint. When you are applying, you want to make sure that it's very clean, your block, that you're closing the hole so that you don't get the paint on the inside, and that you are adding one layer, like one coat at a time, because if you do too much, like if you cake it on too much, then it'll kind of, I don't know, it'll drip and it won't look nice. So you want to make sure you do one light coat, let it dry, and then another light coat, let it dry, and just do as many coats as you want depending on how much coverage you want. And then also you want to protect it. So I just sprayed a sealer over top. I have like a wax spray seal that I paint over top. You could also use Mod Podge. And then I put This House is Under Elf Surveillance. I just created this on Design Space. And then I put Mod Podge over that too. And then I did a bow on top, and I put the lights in there, and this is what he looks like with the lights. It's really, really cute. I love it. For the Grinch one, I unfortunately didn't take a picture of the completed piece, but I did put some of this green mesh ribbon inside, and then I put the ribbon on the outside, made a little bow, and put the light in there, and he is really simple but super duper cute. For the next few, again, I created a bunch of designs on Cricut Design Space. I frosted most of them. I think there's one or two that I didn't. And again, adding on layers as you see fit. Some of them I did around, some of them I didn't. And I added things like this Happy Holidays in case somebody doesn't celebrate Christmas. And I did some trees and some other ones. And again, I did the spray Mod Podge so that way it would hold everything together. And then here are all of them completed, so you can see the different styles that you can choose from. Loved all of these. I think they're super cute and they're fun, nice little decoration. Not super expensive to make, but very labor intensive. Meaning like you just need a lot of elbow grease. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. It gives you some ideas if you have any glass blocks at your house that you're not sure what to do with, or if you just want to, you can even purchase the glass blocks at Michael's that already have the hole cut in. So if you don't want to do the work of doing that, but you've always wanted to make one, this hopefully gives you some ideas. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. I hope you enjoyed this video and stay tuned for next week for another Christmas in July video.